Welcome to the Influency Podcast. I'm Hadar, and this is How to Pronounce Friday, where we take a confusing word or word pair, we learn how to pronounce it and how to use it with confidence. Let's get started. Hila asked me to explain the difference between the word analysis and analyze. Analysis and analyze. Indeed, a confusing pair. So this is what we're going to discuss today. And I'm also going to add the plural form of the word analysis, analyses. Did you even know that there is a plural form? And this is how it sounds. Analyses. So let's talk first about the difference between the singular and the plural form. So, analysis. Analysis. The first thing you need to think about when you are trying to figure out how to pronounce a word is where the primary stress is. Analysis. The primary stress is the one syllable that sticks out the most, and in this case, it's the second syllable. Notice it's a little longer than the rest of the syllables, and it's higher in pitch. Analysis. Analysis. Right? The first syllable, in this case, is a schwa, a very reduced, a neutral sound. A-na. A-na. So the first syllable is super short, unstressed, quick, neutral. The second syllable is long, loud, higher in pitch. A-na, very open, okay? It's the as and cat. So drop your jaw, pull the lips to the sides a bit, ah, and push your tongue forward. Ah. It's like that sound people make when they're not really interested in something. Nah, it's not for me. Hey, you want to go grab a drink after? Nah, I don't drink. You want to take a trip to Mountain View? Nah, I don't like it. So, nah, nah, nah. All right, a schwa sound and then the as and cat. Then you have another schwa sound, l, with a nice American L. It's not a dark L, but it has some kind of a weight to it. L. All right? It's not l, but it's also not l. Don't engage so much the back of the tongue. L, just a bit. A-na-luh. And then the singular form has an S, an I as in sit, and another S. Sis, like sister. Sister. Hey, sis, what's up? Sis. Okay, now, one thing I have to tell you about the I sound, when it's not the primary stress, then sometimes people tend to drop it into a schwa, make it a schwa. Sis. So you might hear that, analysis, two schwas, but you can or should pronounce it with a relaxed I sound. Analysis, sis. Now, the plural form changes at the end, okay? So instead of sis, what you hear is sees. So the relaxed I turns into a high E, and the S turns into a Z. Analyses, analysis, analyses. And if you're not sure how to remember these two words, then remember the difference between this and these. Because analysis rhymes with this analysis, this analysis. And analyses rhymes with these analyses, these analyses, right? Super simple. Now, if you're not sure about the distinction between this and these, then you should definitely go and check out my video about this and these. Okay, and I'm gonna put a link below. Okay, so analysis and analyses. Now, the verb is a little different. And why is that? Listen to the word. Analyze. Analysis, analyze. What's the difference? So the difference, again, is in the primary stress, right? Here, the primary stress falls on analyze, the first syllable. Analyze. So the first syllable is actually the as in cat, and then you have a schwa, ana. Unlike the first word, a-na, schwa, and then the as in cat, here they switch places. Ana. Funny how things work. Ana. And then you have the common suffix lies. Lies, like realize or recognize. Analyze. I have to analyze the system. A thorough analysis. I've submitted my analyses. Analyze, analysis, analyses. That's it. And you know what? If you want to make it your own, and if you want to really remember the distinction between these three words, you just have to practice. So say each word separately, slowly, until you feel pretty comfortable and confident about the pronunciation, and then use it in a phrase or a sentence. Because, a word outside of context never sticks, right? You can never really remember the word if you don't put it in context, all right? So do that. And that's it. Okay, that was your How to Pronounce Friday episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like the podcast, then consider subscribing to the podcast. And if you feel really crazy, you can even rate and review the podcast. And you can find me at hadar.accentsway on Instagram, where you can DM me and ask for all the crazy, fancy, confusing words that you'd like to know how to pronounce. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.